Am I recording? Oh, I'm recording. Perfect. Hey everybody, Average Gamer here. A little special surprise video. It's it's 2 in the morning, and I just had an epiphany, and I needed to do this recording. I'm wide awake, but I need to do this because I just realized something. So I've seen a bunch of Destiny 2 videos, all about what's coming out next and what's going on next, and all that stuff about the new DLC and what's being taken out of the game and all that stuff. And then I thought of a few things. One of the reasons why they're removing, I say removing because I think there's an underlying story here. Why they're removing the content they're removing, it's because it's temporary, because it's part of the story. Not because of hard drive space like they're saying. It's part of the story. Why? Because look to my left. Possibly you're right. The 4 planets that have been captured, so Mercury, Io, Mars, and Titan, that we're currently fighting over, those are the planets being taken out of the game in September or October. What a surprise, eh? I think what's going to happen is we're going to lose them because we're losing the war. We're going to lose those planets. We're going to start fighting them. They're going to come to Earth and probably go to the the Cosmodrome and be in Enceladus. And basically we'll be fighting there for the planets. The reason why I say this is because if you take out Titan and Io from the game, you can't do the main campaign. So they're still going to be there, in the background at least. Because if you can't play on Titan or Io, how do you do the main campaign? So we'll have to see about that. Number 2, the removal of Mercury and Mars might be I'm going to hope that it's temporary. Mainly because people bought the DLC, and legally you can't, in some places you can't take away something that someone's bought. You can turn it off, like make it just the whole thing not available, but you can't just be like, oh well, we charged you $30 for this 2 years ago. Yeah, you just can't have it anymore. So that's what I'm thinking, is it's all being temporarily done. We're going to find out at the end of this season that we lost them, and we have to do certain things to take the planets back. It's not because of it's the whole story about them being the game's getting too big. It's not true. There are games massively larger than Destiny out there. Yeah, Destiny's getting a little bloated, and they need to trim things up a little bit. But like, it's not the biggest. I still have 288 gigs on my Xbox connected to my TV over there. So, size of the game is not an issue. It's the fact that there's a storyline and they can't tell people about the storyline. And that's going to be, we're going to lose these 4 planets at the end of the season because the darkness is going to take them over. We're going to go to the Cosmodrome and Enceladus, and that will lead us slowly through probably a couple seasons to taking it back in the next year or 2. And then bring back the September of the following year, and then the year after there'll be the other DLCs, and they'll bring the planets back. I'm pretty sure it's over the next 3-4 years they announced, and they're taking out 4 planets, and they announced the next 4 years. Shocker. I think basically what they want to do is they want to remove the planets so they can redo them. I think when it comes back, Mercury and Titan will be bigger. But all 4 of them are going to be completely disheveled. The planets are just going to be like kind of like the moon, just destruction everywhere. But yeah, so that's my thought. Once again, my theory on how they're going to remove these things and make it part of the game. Because if you try to do the campaign, there's 2 planets over there that can't really be taken out, because then you can't do the campaign. Because there's 2 big things in the story arc that happen on both Io and Titan that you can't just move to Earth or Nessus. So, anyways, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.